Madam Deputy Speaker, and can I also welcome you back to the chair? It's good to see you there. But I want to use the couple of minutes that I have to pass comment on this year's spring budget to try and convey some of the reality that my constituents are living through and the economic measures that I believe affect their lives. And it's important, I think, because this is the 13th spring budget delivered by a Conservative Chancellor. And so the test really is a simple one. How are the people that I represent doing after 13 consecutive budgets by a Conservative government? Are the communities I represent thriving? Is life a little easier? Are they earning more, maybe working a little less? Well, real wages across every region of the UK are lower now than when the Conservatives came to power in 2010. Are schools being properly resourced to help give children the best start in life? Are hospitals functioning and well staffed? Are the buses and trains affordable and running on time? Well, my constituents would obviously answer a resounding no. What about, is society more equal than when the Conservatives came to power? Well, today, half of all wealth is held by the top 10%, and the lion's share of it by the top 1%. And the circumstances by which this Prime Minister and Chancellor came to their positions, with their predecessors lasting 49 days and 38 days in their jobs respectively, and costing the country £30 billion from the fallout of their disastrous mini-budgets, necessarily and by simple contrasts, makes them look uber competent. And a couple of major macroeconomic developments, like the halving of gas prices over the last 6 months, make the economic forecasts slightly less catastrophic than might have been the case just last year. And of course, all this can be spun to tell quite a good story, and there's certainly the press barons willing to print it up. But really, if the Prime Minister promises to cut inflation by half and declining energy prices make it a reality, and it was quite a safe bet when the promise was made, should my constituents really be grateful? Because they are still worse off, but by a little less than they once thought they might be. But I have to ask the front bench, is that the scale of expectation the public should now have? Is that the best the Conservative Party can offer to the country? Because this budget is a budget of continuing managed decline, long-term managed decline of people's wages, a managed decline of the public services people rely on, a managed decline of social security, of security at work where low-paid, insecure contracts are now the norm, the managed decline of local authority budgets, another £50 million cut from Liverpool this year, the managed decline of investment, the UK having the lowest business investment in the G7, and the managed decline of disposable income, people working simply to pay the bills, and most tragically of all, the managed decline of people's living standards, the longest fall in living standards on record. And it is the managed decline of people's hopes and dreams and ambitions, and our collective capacity to realise them. As Martin Wolf of the Financial Times has said, we're heading into a lost decade, coming on top of a very poor previous decade. My time as an MP has been characterised by the constant struggle to prevent the worst happening to my constituents, whether that's fighting to save local fire stations and care homes from closure, trying to stop vulnerable people having support taken away, or giving solidarity to workers whose jobs, pay and conditions are under threat. But we are sick of just trying to prevent the worst. We're sick of the managed decline. We want to unlock the potential of our people and give communities the power and the resources to focus on what they can achieve. The latest Prime Minister and Chancellor could have taken the opportunity to change approach, but instead we have a business-as-usual budget from a Conservative government out of ideas and out of time. We need nothing less than national renewal, a new deal for working people, a bold, clean energy transition, an investment-led economy based on making, not taking, wealth, power and opportunity spread to every region and every community. Only then can we reclaim the future and look forward once again to a brighter tomorrow. Thank you.